Welcome back to Kizzy's Place. Happy Monday. I thought I'd give you a better view today as I start my fitness walk. This is the beautiful St. John River. So pretty out here always. So I'm going to start my walk. I probably won't be having the camera up facing the beautiful water all the time. I might. I don't know. So pretty. I hope you're having a great day today. I have to honestly say that I was not feeling like walking today. But you know, this is what happens when you make a commitment to yourself. That you're going to do it every single day, no excuses. You know, forming the habit is the hard part. Yeah, you have to push past all of the reasons why you don't want to do it today. And that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing past. Pushing past my excuses. I felt a little sniffly today and felt like, you know, I just wanted to roll up in my blankie and have some chicken soup. But it was beautiful outside, and I decided that it would be a missed opportunity for me not to be out and get this walk in on a beautiful day like today. Today is my 4th day in a row doing my fitness walk. And you know, if I can't keep my promises to myself, then wow. I have to be my own best friend and keep my promises to myself. That's what I'm telling myself. You know, not to be, you know, I'm not going to show these people's license plates here. I keep telling myself, okay, be your own best friend. Be good to yourself. You know that when you finish this walk, you're going to feel good. You're going to be energized. Your appetite's going to be lower. You're going to be less likely to eat some food that you shouldn't eat. All the good stuff because, you know, you release some good things into your bloodstream by exercising. So I have to talk to myself and tell myself, you know, hey, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. I hope that you're taking notes, my friends. These are the things you have to say to yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. You are important. You are loved. You are worth it. Yeah. So here I am doing a wonderful fitness walk. I wasn't able to motivate myself until the middle of the day. So the sun is already high in the sky. And so it's the sun's kind of beating down on me. But hey, better late than not at all, right? Yep, exactly. So we're walking. Remember that woman? I don't know who. I can't remember her name now. She was like a trainer of dogs, and she would always say, "Walkies, walkies." Anyway, we are walking right along the St. John River. Some beautiful buildings down here. Wouldn't it be nice to? I don't think I'd want to live there, but it would be nice to stay there sometimes and overlook the water. It'd be kind of nice. So, one of the topics, I hope that you've been listening to some of my ramblings. Some of it's been pretty good. You know, some of it you might want to fast forward past because you don't agree. But I hope that you will listen to some of my ramblings because as I walk, you know, it's a free flowing of thoughts and ideas and things that may actually be of benefit to the person listening. So I hope that you will listen to some of it. I hope that you will go buy my book. Yeah, I hope you will do that. I think I looked it up and it was like $10 or something now. I hope that you'll go and buy that book, because those memoirs are very, they're very good things that I learned in my weight loss journey. Some of these homes are just so pretty down here with the palms in front. And I mean, wow. They have a great gardener here. Have a nice combination of shrubs. It's time for the gardener to come and de-weed, but it's beautiful nevertheless. So I'm just walking around the block down here. It's really beautiful here. There's a kitty cat. Yeah, so one of the things that I said that I was going to talk about in one of these walk-in chats is fad dieting. Yes, I think in my years of trying to fight off obesity and being overweight, I have tried so many diets. And the first one not being a fad diet, but the one that your doctor always tells you to do, which is, cut calories, go on a 1,000 calorie a day diet that's low fat, low sugar, count your calories, be careful of the fat, and do some exercise. That's really not a fad diet. That's just wisdom. That is just wisdom. So that is something that we need to listen to when our dietitian tells us to do that. But there are some other diets, because we're in America and we want everything to be instant and fast. We want everything fast. We don't want to have to wait in line for it. We don't have to wait 30 days, 90 days, 120 days to reach our goal. We want to just go have the fat sucked off our body and then tomorrow go buy clothes in 3 sizes smaller. That's the desired method for some people, and there's no thought about what's going to happen after. I mean, is that sustainable? Or is that will that hurt me in the long run? We don't think about that. Just think about right now, what I want right now. And that's not always a wisdom. So, we have so many diets out there. And one of the ones that I actually did that I really would like to warn you about is there's two in particular that I have done in my life that I do not recommend to anyone. I can't even remember what this diet was called, but they had a weight loss center where you would go to it and they would give you a shot. And the shot would just pretty much take away your appetite. And you would pretty much forget to eat. You would just, you would forget to eat. And then they gave you a diet plan of what you were supposed to eat. And you would eat that, pretty much only that. And you would come in, check in once a week, and get the shot again. So you'd get the shot once a week. I forget what that was called, but that's been way back. I'm going to say back in the 70s. Yeah, back in the 70s. And I remember going to that clinic every week, getting the shot, and the weight started pouring off. But as I remember it, I just didn't feel well day to day. I just did not feel well. And I remember feeling like, I looked at myself in the mirror and I just would see dark circles under my eyes, and I was feeling a bit sullen, looking a little sullen and just not feeling healthy at all. And after I got the weight down to a certain point, they suggested, okay, well, we need to stop with the pills. At this point, you should be able to maintain on your own. And I would continue to go there, but there were, no more shots, but still trying to eat that low-calorie diet. And it lasted a while, but the whole time I just was not feeling well. And after time went by, I just began to eat things that made me feel better. Eating more food just made me feel better. So I ended up failing at that diet. The weight came back over time, and I can't even remember how much time because it's been so many years ago now. So that was not a healthy plan. Another one was Atkins. I tried Atkins, and I even bought the book. I read the book. I understood the quote-unquote science of it, where you would force your body to go into ketosis because you are not eating any carbs at all for a while, and it tweaks your body to say, oh, okay, we need some energy, so it begin to pull the fat off your body and burn the fat, because the protein all by itself cannot metabolize into blood sugar. So it would just do that, and the weight would just pour off. I thought, wow, this is a miracle diet. I love this a lot. So I would, I have done that diet more than one time, and quite honestly, Dr. Nawarzian, I think that's his name, who is on the My 600 Pound Life. He's the doctor that takes care of the obese people and gives them bariatric surgery. He sometimes recommends that diet for a short term for people who are grossly obese, so that they can, drop some weight, a lot of weight quickly, and put themselves in the zone to be able to have that bariatric surgery. But it is not a diet that you can do and maintain your weight. I mean, it's a temporary thing. It is not something you do to maintain your weight. Because I can tell you of a truth, I went on that diet and I was real faithful to it. No carbs at all. I was eating, and I thought this is the best diet ever, because you can eat as much meat as you want, as many eggs as you want, as much cheese as you want, And I thought, wow, this is the diet right here. And I dropped a whole lot of weight. So much so until people thought I was not well. Yeah, because I wasn't, It's like when you go on this diet, you are really stripping your body of some nutrients that you really need to have by not eating vegetables. And so your body is really being starved to some degree. So I wasn't aware of that at that time. So basically, I was just more concerned about, the weight and being able to fit into clothes. And that was my only focus, trying to be cute, not thinking about being healthy. But once again, like I said, I've done that diet many times, but each time, after a certain amount of time, I start to crave the carbs. It's like, wait, I can't have like a little piece of candy. I mean, I can't even have one little piece of bread. I mean, I can't have, I mean, there's like so many things were just eliminated from the diet to keep from derailing it. Because like I said, it's like a chemistry project when you do that diet. Dumping all the carbs out makes your body think that it needs to do this. It does this chemical thing in your body. And so now if you add carbs to it suddenly, it flips the other way. And you could start just really gaining weight fast. Just as fast as you took it off, you could gain it right back. So totally unhealthy. I mean totally. So I had to stop doing that. Only occasionally for a short period of time. And over time I learned that the only really good way for a person to lose weight is to learn how to balance their diet. Balance their diet. It's like God gave us all these good fruits and vegetables and herbs and lean meats and all these things that he gave us to eat. He gave us all these things for a reason, so that we would be in balance, not imbalanced. I hope you understood what I just said. So that we would balance our diet out. And somehow, as people, like I said, we just want that really quick, fast fix. Like, I don't want to have to count any calories. I don't want to have to give up the things that I like to eat. I just want to be able to eat whatever I want, take a pill, and the pill just washes all of the calories out of my body, and I can stay super thin. And that brings me to this, Ozempic? Is that what it is? I forget the name of this drug that people are taking now that's really for diabetics, but it's making people lose weight. But several people have died using that for a weight loss treatment. Because if I understand it right, now don't quote me, this is a disclaimer, don't quote me, but if I understand it right, this drug causes your body not to metabolize the food. It does something in your intestines. And so your food is not breaking down and metabolizing. And I think there was one lady who, she had some kind of, it became an obstruction in her intestines that caused her to die. That is not a good outcome, just to lose some weight. Quite frankly, I think that if you are a chubby person, an overweight person, it's far better for you to just work on eating healthy food. I mean, that should be the first thing, eating healthy food, so that if you are going to get a little chubby and fat, that fat that's on your body is the food that you ate has been saved for a later day, and it was healthy. So when it does break down someday, like if you get sick and you can't eat or whatever, that healthy food in your fat cells, those nutrients that are saved in your fat cells, are actually going to help your body get well. That's a whole lot better than getting obese and fat off of junk food. Eating junk food is just not the way, because at some point in time, your body's going to metabolize whatever it is you ate, and those fat cells are going to empty out into your bloodstream. And when they do, it's going to affect your health, good or bad. Ask me how I know. When I lost that 70 pounds, Oh my goodness, there were days when the weight was pouring off. Those fat cells were emptying into my bloodstream. Some days I felt good. Some days I felt nauseated. Some days I felt dizzy. You know, it was strange losing a chunk of weight like that, because my body was like readjusting itself, and all of the food that I had eaten that was stored in my fat cells was now dumping itself into my bloodstream. So that means all of that KFC and that greasy KFC chicken and all of that whatever seasonings they put in it, they put MSG in it, that was dumping itself into my bloodstream. And as I was burning it off, I was just feeling like nauseated, like eating bad food. And in a way, that's exactly what was happening, because my body was eating bad food that was stored on my body already. It was burning bad food off. So back to what I was saying about fad diets, I just don't recommend that you try to take a fast approach to repairing your health. Don't derail your health to be cute for a little while. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's like you got to find a way to have balance. I'm here in the park now. I've kind of walked around and still near the river, but this is a really great park here. Lots of green grass, lots of benches to sit on. It's really nice, and I like to come here during the weekday when people are not all over this park, so that I can actually enjoy it. So I just wanted to talk about those fad diets and how they are just they're not worth it. So my goal is, once again, I've done the work to know what foods don't metabolize well in my body, and everyone has to do that work. Okay, that's why when I started talking about this subject, I talked about doing a food journal, because you need to first of all be in touch with what you are eating and what's triggering bad responses in your body, what's making you feel sick, what's making you feel nauseated, dizzy, swollen, causing a reaction that is not good. You have to identify those things. And I think that the dietitian that I went to, that was one of the best things that happened to me, when she told me to do that exercise of journaling my food for a whole week, everything that I ate, everything that I drank, and the quantities of each thing, and then write down how those things made me feel after about 20 minutes of it being in my bloodstream, to think about, okay, so now how do you feel? And that was one of the best things that I did for myself. So now I know what things trigger me. Also, it's good to know your genetics and what kind of things are a problem in your family line. Like if there is diabetics in your family, if you're prone to high blood pressure, if you're prone to be anemic. These are also things that will help you to decide what is best for me to have in my diet. So these are all things I learned about myself, because I learned, okay, that one of my parents, serious diabetic, shots and pills. That was my dad. my mother was, you know, she's on the fringe. She didn't have to take any medication, but she was borderline. But she did have problems with high blood pressure and gout and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I had to like pay attention to how they were eating and taking care of themselves, you know. And remember how it would affect me because, you know, I'm their child, and so their blood runs in my veins, and I could be prone to the same thing if I'm not careful. So,
whether it's in Orlando or not. Would they want another school?
yeah. So, I recommend that you, before you even decide, okay, I'm going to cut this out, I'm going to do this, this is how I'm going to eat from now on going forward, take some time to get to know your body. Take some time to get to know your body and what your body needs. In my situation, I learned that even though I'm not diabetic, I do have a low tolerance for a lot of carbs in my diet. So what that means is that, you know, sugar, anything with sugar in it, I have to like do that in moderation. I have to do fruits in moderation. And the vegetables that I eat, I need a lot of green vegetables, dark green leafy vegetables, because they help me to get the iron that I need in my system, because I am a bit anemic. I can be. And I'm a person that has a naturally low blood pressure. So I need to like pay attention to all of these things when I choose the types of foods that I'm going to put in my body. I have to choose foods that are going to have the response that my body needs. So, yes, look how beautiful this park is. Yeah. So I have to pay attention to all those things. And you know, when I get a flare-up, I don't immediately go to the doctor. I think about, what did I eat that caused this reaction? It's usually something in my diet that caused that reaction, you know. And I make adjustments. I spend a day flushing it out with water, and I cut out whatever that was. And I've learned for myself that things like bananas, I can't do it. It's just so high in sugar content. My body just acts up, and you know, I get a candida flare-up just from eating a banana. Same thing with rice. Rice just halts my weight loss. I don't care if I have a half a cup, a tiny bit. I just know to expect it. That having rice is going to slow down my weight loss, because it's just gonna convert to nothing but sugar in my system. So these are things that I've had to learn, you know. And so my main thing is I just keep it green. I keep it green for the most part, green and lean. And, you know, on occasion I'll have some some fruits and stuff, but in moderation. I don't do a lot of it. So, yeah. So I hope you're enjoying looking at this beautiful park. It's like so pretty. Very, very nice. Yeah. So anyway, I have been on here now for like 31 minutes. And I'm going to make a few more laps around here to try to get my steps in before I go home. But at least I got out, and I didn't let the laziness cause me to stay home. You know, there's a beautiful butterfly right there. See him? Yeah, pretty. Came over to visit, but I missed him. Oh, so I'm gonna sign off now. I hope something I said was inspirational today. I'm gonna post this as my 4th day of being on my walking plan. And I'll let you know how many steps I got in by the end of the day. In the meantime, be blessed. Take care of your body. Take care of your health. Don't go taking some special drug to try to lose weight really fast. And I've been seeing a lot of women, a lot of commercials for women to go and get liposuction, and they go in at size 14 and come out a size 6. It's like something about that just tells me later they're going to regret it just as much as people regret a lot of their cosmetic surgery and facelifts. They look great for a month or two, a few months, but then suddenly gravity takes control, you know, because hey, you know, it's not going to be a permanent solution. So just remember that. Just maintain your health. You don't have to tweak all the stuff to try to make your body do something that it was not naturally made to do. It was naturally made to respond to what you eat and what you do with it, just like a machine, you know. And if you mistreat it, it's going to fall apart sooner. All right, be blessed, and I'll be back walking again tomorrow if the Lord spares my life and I have the energy to get up and do it. All right, we'll see you again later. Have a great day.